What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Meme Ranch. This is Moist Critical here in my wife beater. Some call me Asmongold sometimes, but you know it's completely different. And today here on the Meme Ranch, we're going to be kind of following up what we discussed last night about the Tucker Carlson reaching out to the historian and the drama that's unfolded over that. I was kind of talking about at the time how this was going to blow up in JD Vance's face.
Yeah, you were ahead of the curve, Kalen. Last night, you got it first.
Well, it turns out simultaneously while I was saying this, unbeknownst to me, JD Vance was already being asked questions by the New York Times at the southern border about his relationship with Tucker Carlson. And again, we looked into the video last night. You know, there wasn't anything that strange about it, but people on Twitter and around the media sphere have leaned into this as Tucker embracing a guy who is basically, they're alleging he's talking about World War II revisionist history. So it's getting a little dicey out there. JD Vance, VP for Trump, is getting thrown into the swing of this. And let's just see what he was asked at the border. Then we're going to go through and talk about what Carlson has actually said on the record about this. So stay tuned for all this. It's going to be interesting.
System is Kamala Harris lets people come into this country, claim asylum, and then disappear for 10 or 12 years awaiting a court date. You've got to say, wait in Mexico while we adjudicate your asylum claim. You don't get to come into this country, collect free health care benefits and free housing on American taxpayers' dime, which is what they're doing thanks to Kamala Harris's policies. Anybody else who hasn't asked a question yet? Okay, we'll do one more for the New York Times since the giant hornet thing attacked.
Thank you so much. As a follow-up on the Tucker Carlson question, you mentioned that
off camera there was like a giant hornet that like attacked JD Vance. It was pretty funny.
I saw that. He's like,
but yeah, this this is where he's getting into the Carlson point.
Right. We should push back on bad ideas and freedom of speech. Tucker Carlson had a speaking slot at the RNC. He's a very influential figure among conservatives. I mean, do you think that he should be interviewing those kind of people, months before the election? Is that a distraction? Is that, causing problems for your campaign?
Well, look, Tucker Carlson isn't affiliated with the campaign, so I don't think that what Tucker Carlson does is a distraction or is not. He's going to do what he wants to do, and we can disagree or agree with the viewpoints offered by his host. But again, I think the fundamental idea here is Republicans believe not in censorship. We believe in free speech and debate. It's one of the most important things that RFK said in his message endorsing Donald Trump is that Democrats used to be the party where if you had an idea you didn't like, you pushed back against it, you fought back against it, you criticized it. This whole idea that has taken hold in the far left of this country, that if you see a bad idea, the way to solve it is to censor it, I think is ridiculous. Kamala Harris is the candidate of censorship. She's the candidate of using big tech to silence Americans. She's the candidate of shutting Americans up. Donald Trump is the candidate of letting us have the debate because he believes in the American people enough to know that if we have a real debate, wisdom is ultimately going to win out. That's the Donald Trump approach. It's anti-censorship, and I'm proud to stand with him on it. Thank you all. Take care.
Thank you, Press.
So that was pretty minimal. That was just him kind of being confronted by this issue. And again,
does the media do this, Kalen, just to, obviously it's a free speech issue. Do they do it just so to see if he'll trip up in his response and look bad? Is it a gotcha thing?
I think so, because I think for the most part, a lot of the left-leaning media thinks that Vance has these weird moments that they peddle the Kamala Harris talking points. And I think that they want to try to, get one of those things to happen, where in reality, it's pretty usually few and far between for Vance. But because they always put him on the spot, he's not getting the same type of treatment that Kamala Harris is getting, which is basically just softballs all the time. So yeah, we actually have a response here from Tucker, I guess, on this issue. I haven't watched this. You said that you saw this clip earlier.
I started watching it as we were talking. I got halfway through it.
Okay, let's pull this up because this will be interesting to see what Tucker's saying now.
Vance is the VP pick, and
it's billed as a response to JD Vance.
Every person who pays close attention has got to be thrilled by that. And if you don't know much about JD Vance, I'm not even going to make a case for JD Vance. I'm going to tell you what I just
turn that up a little bit,
which is that every bad person I've ever met in a lifetime in Washington was aligned against JD Vance. And I do think the negative case is often more powerful because I know of myself, I do not think I'm a particularly good person. I have strong reasons for feeling that way. I don't always think that my side is right. I know for a fact I have been wrong many, many times, and I hope to correct and be honest about my error. So it's not like I think that, I'm always, God's always on my side. Sometimes I'm not on God's side. But I definitely know who's representing the other side. It's a lot easier to tell who the people who are only in it because they like, I don't know, killing other people in pointless wars. Like, I know who those people are. And their odor is so powerful that I can smell one when he walks in the room. And every single one of those people in a line that would extend from Milwaukee to Chicago was lined up over the last week to knife J.D. Vance. Not on personal grounds. I mean, he's a perfectly nice guy. He's like one of the only members of the Senate with a happy marriage. True. But because they thought he would be harder to manipulate and slightly less enthusiastic about killing people. That's it. That he would be an impediment to their exercising power. And boy, they went after him in a way I've just kind of never seen. Which I think happens every day in Washington. I just don't have a vantage on it because I'm far, far away and grateful to be. And again, I was just reminded that this process is so ugly that normal people do not want to participate in it. And yet normal people have to suck it up and do so anyway because the consequences are just so profound and so very serious.
So what did you take away from that? I'm curious your thoughts.
I think
Xvala.
They basically are sticking up for the principle of like free expression. Both of them were sticking up for the idea of free expression, and they both basically said we could do what we want because we're free to do it. So I think the only thing Vance basically did is he distanced the campaign from Tucker, which is appropriate because Tucker's a media guy. He's not an actual campaign spokesperson. So I don't know.
Do you think that this is going to be ongoing? Like, whenever this interview airs with Tucker and Vance, do you think that this is going to be sort of like the media seeing it as their way to snowball it into a bigger issue?
I think
that happens.
They were trying to create a thing for tonight, honestly, that they could throw in there at Trump. Like your Veep is dabbling in like weird things through Tucker, and you're associated to Tucker, and the American people shouldn't embrace you because you have weird views and you like weird people. You know how they want the whole weird thing.
Amid all of the turmoil and discussion about Haitians eating pets and park animals.
Yeah, and it's just a good way to change the subject as well.
Yeah, basically, I was going to say that was going to be the Republicans' fuel for tonight, and this is like these are honestly just like the issues that like people just see as like popcorn, like entertainment. I would say, and meanwhile, while this Haiti discussion is going, you're seeing other people, keeping up the fuel on this issue. You sent this video earlier. I thought this was crazy. There's like a Haitian knife fight happening. I'm assuming this is in Haiti. Let me go back to that. Look how this starts.
Like a Jedi. You go around the corner. There it goes.
This is insane. Who knows when this video was actually taken?
Oh, did they get him? No.
Well, it's a good thing he didn't get him, so we didn't have to show someone dying on YouTube today.
That was actually a video of the press going after J.D. Vance today.
Pretty much, yeah. I think that's a good visualization of it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're walking, these two lines, these two attack points that I think like both the left and the right are gonna. I mean, I think it's just a symbol of our de-evolution of politics to the point where I'm willing to say like the Haitian thing probably isn't as widespread in Ohio as more than a couple of incidents. And I think that on the flip side, I think that people are definitely overreading this interview with Tucker and trying to draw these comparisons to JD Vance. So it's like it's the same old tactics. It's like the right is getting all in on like the immigration side of it, and the left is like trying to say like white supremacist over at the side of their mouths. And this is just the form that it's manifested into this time. What would you say to that?
I mean, I think that's a good summarization. I would say that we don't want to invite that kind of activity into the streets of America, and that if we look down the road in 60 days or less, we're going to have a decision on, are we keeping the border open de facto, or is Trump going to try and do something about that so we don't actually have machete fights in Ohio?
We got a comment on the daytime stream. Thank you so much, Cinder Block Frog, for joining in on the Meme Ranch daytime stream. Ohio, that's not even a real place, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, man.
Random even tie in the middle.
Isn't that where Batman lives?
I think just the fact that JD's from Ohio is like also like really amplifying this issue as well, bringing it back to a sort of local home territory.
What do you think? I heard Roger Stone say that Trump's starting to like Tulsi Gabbard a lot, or sort of discovered her value, whatever that might be. How do you think she would handle this? How would she be treated in this situation?
I think that today, Democrats have tried their hardest to paint her with the same broad brush as they do anyone else in the GOP.
I agree.
So I think that in some ways it could be reminiscent or similar. Maybe back whenever Tulsi was still a Democrat, there would still be a little bit of leverage she would pull there. But anyone who's come out in support of Trump right now is public enemy number one to anyone who wants to see Harris and Walz in the administration next year.
So tonight's the big debate, Kalen. Do you want to announce anything real quick?
Yeah. I might not be in my wife beater again for a little while, at least until around midnight tonight, because I'm gonna have to get up in a suit so I can go on Newsmax. Newsmax tonight. Gonna be there on 11 Eastern, 10 Central. Gonna be doing some election analysis. So definitely tune in for that. That's gonna be fun.
So 10 o'clock tonight, you're going to be on the Newsmax YouTube or whatever, wherever they find Newsmax.
YouTube, cable, Facebook, whatever you want to call it.
Your commentary on the post-debate.
Yep, going to be doing some of that. And I mean, I'm going into it with an open mind. I told some people earlier my hot take, and I could be completely wrong. It'll be fun to be wrong because I'm not really going in with too many expectations, just to kind of a clean palette. But my thought earlier was, what if this was all just more or less kind of anticlimactic, and that would be what I wouldn't want to have happen. I want there to be some climactic moments from this, but what if it were anticlimactic? So I'm kind of going in with that idea because I think that we have a tendency to try to be raising the stakes each and every time something new is happening, but I think that it's going to be hard to top the Biden-Trump debate from June. That was really entertaining to watch. It felt like a victory moment for Trump. He was tempering himself. He was being not the angry version, but more of just like sort of like the tempered neutral. And I think it worked out really well. I think he's got to probably do something along those lines again. He can't let his emotions get to him in any sort of way. And Harris is definitely going to throw all the mudslinging tactics at him, convicted felon,
right,
calling him a sexual assaulter, rapist, whatever she's going to say.
I think that'll actually come up.
I think she's going to probably try to do it to appeal to the woman vote.
Think she's going to shake her ass on stage?
Yeah, she's going to bring Megan Thee Stallion out there, and there's going to be some Doritos clapping on the cheeks, and
big booty Latina.
You're gonna hear that sober analysis tonight. You're not gonna hear that tonight, but Yeah, it's gonna be fun to go on there. So if you guys
$100,
are able to tune in, that'd be great. Gotta
Production
blow
costs.
gotta blow those Newsmax ratings through the roof. But yeah, I think
pickle. You gotta make it hefty like a real pickle.
what else are you guys doing on the ranch today? I know that we're getting that Discord ready and firing up. It's already ready to go. You guys should be joining it now. Actually, we
Can you
have
throw the Discord up real quick?
Yep.
So yeah, we're finishing the Discord, and we are trying to get the Reddit. Kaylin, by the way, can we get that Reddit possibly?
yeah. I'm working on that.
Awesome.
Might be delayed a couple days just with the happenings, but we're gonna get a subreddit up very soon, and you guys should also join that. We're trying to get Meme Ranch on every single channel, every single outlet you can imagine, so you guys can interact with it. The more interaction you guys give to us, the better the shows are going to be, because we're going to be able to talk about the news that you want to hear. But not to toot our own horn, but we've been really on the up and up with getting on the early stories. So you guys are probably more chronically online than even us. So
Let me just run down real quick so we get some credit here for what we've done. Last night you brought up the Twitter historian that Tucker did interview with, and today it's a big story. Vance had to respond to it with the press gaggle at the border, and then before that, also when we did the Ohio story originally, we covered it before Timcast for so many people, and we covered it better, I think, than Tim did, because we gave it due credit. Like, this could be really happening. We went into the cat lady eating the cat, and then we pulled up a story how that's actually a real thing. And I showed at that point, I think that was Sunday night. I showed that the deforestation in Haiti is real compared to the Dominican Republic, which they're basically neighbors on an island, which that shouldn't be an issue. But society on the Haitian side is so depraved that they don't have any ecology management. Or I shouldn't use depraved, but disorganized is the better word. And today, Alex Jones is talking about the same thing. So basically, we just need to kind of get a bigger audience so that we can explore these themes, I guess, with our artistic license, so to speak, as opposed to a news channel, and just have fun with you guys.
Yeah, watch out, Tam.
shout out Timothy, Russia Kremlin pool. No, I'm just kidding, man. I know you weren't peddling that stuff on the low. You didn't know that Russian flow was coming into your hoe, and that's a couple bucks.
Can't wait for tonight's analysis.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do any rhyming or rapping, but yeah, no, it's gonna be. Like I said, I'm cleansing my palate right now because we're gonna just give a sober reaction to what unfolds in that hour and a half tonight with Trump and Harris. And I think that giving any expectations at this time would be kind of pointless, because by the time most of you guys watch this, the debate might be happening. So, we're just gonna kind of give our reaction afterwards. And I think that the hardest thing for Trump, I think he said it earlier today, was that you just don't know what to expect with Harris, because she's not giving people really anything to expect at all about her entire campaign promises. So
yeah, and I saw that they were trying to follow, the media was trying to follow up on something, and they basically just had unnamed sources answer these questions, which is bizarre. So.
Yeah, the unnamed sources thing is really lame. Like, I don't even care necessarily to look into or put much stake into any of those, especially just hours before the debate. Like, it's gonna be weird though. This is gonna be the first time that Harris and Trump will be in the same room together. You know that? Yeah, that's gonna be the first time that they're gonna be in the same room, and it's always interesting when people enter, like they know each other, they talk about each other, but they've never been in the same room.
Think he'll call her any names?
Maybe comrade.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
earned.
look like I have blackface on right now. What's up with that? Don't do
Look
it.
like you have blackface on. What?
Yeah, look at me, man. I look like I have blackface.
Oh, because of the mask.
Yo, yeah, no, it's because of the lighting. Like it like makes his skin look darker.
Dark right now.
Yeah, he's on that ISIS webcam.
I swear.
So just so everyone knows, Meme Ranch is a real location in Oklahoma City. We have a gallery space. We need to get some
We're here,
pictures.
baby.
We need to get some pictures of that so we can upload them on the stream. And you can go to memeranch.com and see some of the exhibit pieces. There's a few paintings and a gold MAGA hat, which I'm trying to get into the hands of Donald Trump at some point. And we have sold, well, there's only a few left. So we made 5. What's up?
What's up? What's up, Stink Meaner?
What's going on? Stink meaner.
Thanks for joining, dude.
Yeah, shout out to Cinder Block. He just joined the Discord. Welcome to the community, bro. Stink Meaner, get yourself in this Discord if you want to have some fun.
Yeah. Don't forget the
And
Discord. Let me link that shit real
I am
quick
going
for
to
you.
be working on some rare Pepe canvas
Oh,
pieces
fuck.
for your IRL home, not just digital. So anyway, we have some big projects coming up. We're going to be doing some live streams, I guess, to Kalen from DC. And when Trump has his sentencing, Kalen will be there in New York. And we're filming a documentary about it. So I'll be there probably. Hopefully.
Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, I want you guys to do me a favor. Leave some comments. Tell me what you want me to ask rich people in Northern Virginia about their election preferences. Obviously, who they're voting for, but maybe what's leading them to vote that way. I have a couple of questions in mind, but we want to give you guys a chance to get your questions answered. Virginia's a battleground state, and well, I won't call it a battleground state. It leans blue, but I think it is in play. I'll say that.
I think it's not default blue. I think that the Democrats have their thumb on the scale somehow there. But
yeah, it's just a historical thing.
I'm just saying thumb on the scale. I'm not saying anything illegal yet.
Yeah, they're definitely their influence is pervasive. White liberals dominate this area, so sending all their kids to private schools and
my cats.
Yeah, white libs, cats in danger. Be on the lookout.
Well,
I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's wrap it up for everyone, and we'll see you guys tonight, tomorrow, whatever.
Yeah.
We're not doing tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna save our debate reaction for the next day because everyone's just gonna be watching it anyways.
And you're gonna be
Get some good footy, Kalen.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing some footsie. Is that what you said? Sure, why not?
Not what I meant. I said give me some good footy, some footage. God damn, what the hell? Trying to play with my feet, man.
This is not a foot show, everyone. This is the Meme Ranch.
Man, he be licking my feet. What do you think we have the fucking cameras right here?
This is not the Foot Ranch. This is the Meme Ranch.
Raunchy Ranch. This is Meme Ranch.
Bye-bye.